Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? But with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers, a network of 130 million of them, in fact. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills, and did I say job title? See how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Now I am recording.
Me too.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello, Hot Vibes, and welcome back to a recap of The Heart Killers, episode 8.
Yeah. It was a very emotional episode.
Yes.
Also, Mama turning on him. She's turning on him.
Yeah, I'm wondering what that means and what that entails.
I think it means that Keen's like, finally, I get to kill these bitches.
Well, Keen's happy. She looked betrayed, though, like, in, like, a weird, like... It was, I don't know, I'm curious about that. Yeah, but anyway, how was your week this week?
Well, I had thrown out my back before work on Saturday, which I had mentioned. It's a little better. I can still feel a little bit, but it's a little better. I've basically been kind of like confined to bed because it's hard to move around. And I've been playing Fortnite nonstop, so I've just been laying in my bed playing Fortnite and doing pretty much nothing else. I did get a birthday present from my best friend, his early birthday present. I got the vinyl.
You got the vinyl?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Is it from both parts or just the one?
Just part one, because it's the movie, so.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it's the movie's vinyl. I generally don't think anything else happened. I've just been laying in bed playing Fortnite. Really, that's it. Yeah, no. Nope. The fires are still going, but they're a bit less now. I think last time I checked, it was way earlier today or yesterday. It was like a 22% contained for Palisades, but I think it may have gone up since then. And Eaton's doing a little better too. So it's already a bit better. The wind has died down a bit. But now LA has to think about rebuilding a lot of the stuff that's been lost, so
Yeah.
that sucks. But I think that's about all that's really happened for me. What's happened with you?
Nothing really. I mean, I've been going to school, things have been fine there. Haven't, done anything exciting, because I've mainly just been, like, studying / recording when I've been home, so nothing really. Yeah, I think that's about it that happened.
Yeah, not much has happened.
Not an eventful week.
I heard that The Last of Us is going to be, the new season is going to be in April. I think that's what I heard. I still haven't watched Squid Game because I need to react to it, and I haven't been able to. So I've been avoiding spoilers literally everywhere.
Oh, did you see the trailer for Until Dawn, the movie?
Okay, I was actually going to bring this up and I completely forgot. It's literally nothing to do with the game. I don't care.
It's like a Groundhog Day murder.
It is. Someone was like, see, this would be a great horror movie if they named it something else.
Yeah.
And now it's just like everyone's like, but it's not that. Like it's weird because everyone's like, you had this entire script, this entire storyline, you had everything mapped out, ready to go, and then you went, I don't want to do that though. Let me try this instead.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I was like, again, it did look kind of interesting, but I'm just like, it's not Until Dawn.
Exactly, that's the whole thing that's going to be in anyone's mind is like, that looks really good, but it's not Until Dawn. Like, there's always going to be a but attached to this movie.
Yeah, like, they could literally name this anything else.
Anything else.
And it has nothing to do with the butterfly effect either, because it's a different enemy each night or something. So it's like,
yeah,
it bothered me.
It really does kind of bother me. And there was one part where, like, I commented under the video because there was one part where, like, something, like, breaks through wood or something like that, and it's, like, a creepy thing looking thing, and
It's
I
the
was like, I swear to
Wendigo.
God. I was like, I swear to God, if that's not a Wendigo, then that will, I was like, no, I swear to God, if that is a Wendigo, that's the only thing they've done right with this movie so far. They've at least included the fucking things. Because at this point, are they even in it?
I definitely saw a Wendigo.
Yeah, I know, like, that, it's that face that breaks through at one point, and I'm like, that looks like a fucking Wendigo.
Yeah. Anyway, The Heart Killers, episode 8, we start off at a
In the car.
motel. No, at a
No,
motel,
the
technically.
motel. Well, yeah, the car to the
Yeah.
motel.
The car pulling up to the motel, and Sal once again being me, thinking about something completely different of what was going to happen.
He was like, all right, we're gonna get it on. He's like, no.
I definitely thought that too, and then he said before I could, and it was funny. I guess this is where Fidel and Kent agreed to meet if they ever, separate or
Which
whatever.
evidently didn't happen because we know where Bison is and it's not there.
Yeah. So then they do go inside, and they do speak to the woman there, and he's like, hey, did you see this guy? And she's like, not since I last saw him with you. And then Stal kind of is like, oh, yeah, this is his brother. We're kind of looking for him. He kind of ran off with some guy, trying to make sure he's okay. And she's very, chill, and she's like, oh, it's fine. They're young, let them do whatever they want. And I'm like, you don't know what anything. This guy could have been a murderer or something.
I mean, he is.
Well, technically it's the other way around. But
well, Bison's a murderer.
Bison,
a murderer is involved.
Yes. And yes, but she's is very chill about it. I'm like, okay. And then she tries to get them to spend the night there. And
I've got free lube.
Yeah, free condom and lube. Because why not? Which I'm like, what motel gives out free condom and lube?
Hey, she's just trying to bolster her business into a very giving kind of environment.
I mean, fair, but...
She's like, hey, I know what y'all are coming here to do, but don't you worry, we got free stuff. Be safe.
I did not know that was a thing, because none of the motels I've ever been to did that.
No. But then again, have you been to a motel with someone that you were very obviously going to be having sex with?
I mean, I have met people at motels, but I haven't, we didn't, walk in together or anything. Anyway, Kent's awake and alive. He's alive and he's not in water anymore.
I know, oh my gosh. And he's dry. We were all like, what? Where'd he come from?
Yeah.
How'd you get
and
there?
He walks around the house, tries to leave, but Bison is there and points a gun at him. And he's like, the narc habit dies hard, doesn't it? Then Bison pretty much says that he's not going to kill him. He's just going to keep him around and make him feel the pain he felt.
Basically, which means, I'll keep her around and you have to do everything for me.
Yeah, pretty much his slave, sex-wise or otherwise.
Not sex-wise. He's literally purposefully not having sex with.
That's true. He's not.
Not yet, question mark.
Not yet.
Because they don't do they?
I don't think they, I mean,
they're leading towards it.
I mean, they probably did, we just don't see it.
Does that count?
As what?
Makeup sex?
No. We need, I feel like we need to see more of it for it to be, because it's not, in this show, we would know. And because we're questioning it, it doesn't add to the... Oh, speaking of, hang on. I need to get my phone.
Oh, yeah.
The results are in.
Oh, God.
I think.
You have so many rules.
Well, so last week we were wondering about choking or strangling. And I did put a poll up on this last episode. And I'm pretty sure he said it so it would end by today, so we have the results. I have not checked it yet, so I don't know what the results are. Did you check it? Are we
each allowed to vote?
I didn't.
I did. Okay, well let's check it first.
Okay, so I'll minus 1 from choking, I guess, because that's not fair.
Okay, wait. You could just add 1 to yours if you want.
Okay, fine. I'll add 1 to mine.
Plus 1 to yours.
So there were 7 votes.
Oh my god.
It was a 3-4 vote, but strangling did win.
No,
I can show you
guys.
if you don't believe me. And
wait, don't plus 1 to yours. Then it's even.
Yeah, no. Wait, no. So but technically, it may, if you add my vote, it's more.
Oh.
It's technically. So.
Guys, where was the help?
So we did not cross off choking. Yet.
Come on. I was so excited and giddy when I saw him strangling him with a rope.
I bet you were. Speaking of being excited and giddy, Style and Fidel's room is a car, bed,
there were so many things on here we were really fucking close to, can I tell you?
I know.
We could have gotten car sex. I would have fucking crossed it off for this.
Oh, I would have crossed it off.
But no, they don't fucking do it, no matter how hard Style is trying to get him to do it.
Style is trying his best here. And I love him for it. Yeah, and Style's like, yeah, I've never been to a motel like this, doing it in a car, fast and furious, that's always been a fantasy.
Fast and furious.
Yeah. And he's like, what do we do with these complimentary gifts? Like, are we just not going to use them?
Oh my god. That would just be me.
Yeah.
She's given this to us free. How could we just not?
But then Fidel does handcuff him to the car. And Style talk about like, ooh, chains and whips. I'm okay with that. I love him. He's so good. He's trying so hard.
He's trying so hard. He's taunting a man with a gun.
Yes, he is.
No survival instincts, but God love him.
Yes. But then we do see a different side of Style that night. Where
I thought he was fucking with him for a bit because the music made me think he was. It was like dun, dun,
yeah, it started off like very like goofy and but then like it does get like serious after a while, which I think like what's the show is.
I thought he was I thought he was like trying to make him feel guilty or fucking with him, and all the way up until I saw the fucking tear in his eye and I went, oh, he's serious.
Yeah. I think this is where he kind of lets his guard down a little bit, and he does say like, when I die, can you just tell my dad I love him? And that like, oh, I'm with my mom now, and like if the garage ever becomes too much, he can sell it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's pretty much him realizing that he could die. And he could never see his dad again. Like, as much as he plays off of being like goofy and silly and funny and flirty, it is kind of like he does understand the seriousness of this. And we do kind of get to see a crack in that, which I really did like. And we see Fidel, like, he tells him, like, shut the fuck up and go to sleep. But, like, there is a moment where he tries to, like, comfort him. But, like, he's also like, no. Like, he's struggling doing that, too. Then, the next day on the beach, Bison is making Kent go get fish. He's like, I'll try, but I've never done it before. Because we know he's scared of the ocean. So, like, why would he?
Yeah.
And they do talk about Babe a bit. Bison pretty much like, yeah, I'm very generous because I'm sparing your brother right now. And Kent does like say like, hey, look, they have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
It's all on me.
Please. Do not talk like about whether you're gonna hurt my brother. Like, that's not something I'm here for.
Yeah. He also says Style has nothing to do with this too. Like, he does say like, my brother, my friend had nothing to do with it. This is all me.
Nothing.
Which is true.
You're gonna blame anyone, blame me. And that's, I agree. Yeah.
Like, this is true. Style is not at fault here. He just got pulled into this unknowingly.
Yeah. I mean, it would be a different thing entirely if he asked him to do this, and while he asked him to do this, he explained to him the reasoning what was going on, and he chose to do it. Fine. But he had him do this, his dirty work, before he even told him it was an assassin that he was trying to hit on. So, Nothing to do with this.
Yes. And Kant does explain this is why Pete took this job, because he knew that if he didn't, he would go to jail and wouldn't be able to help him from there, and like that's why he took it, and he kind of explains his piece there. But Bison doesn't really seem to care, because he says what he'll do is he'll burn Kant and send his ashes to Babe.
Damn. And he also says the coldest line that I have heard in a lot of these is when he's like, can't we have something else to eat?
Oh yeah,
like,
that was good.
And he's like, oh, what about steak? Oh, or pork? How about some salmon? He's like, oh my gosh, I love salmon. And he's like, great, I'll bring it and I'll bless it, and then you can get it in hell. I was like,
that was really
fuck.
good.
That was really fucking good. Like, here's your offering. You can have it when you're dead.
But also, why would it be salmon of all things? Because Kant is here trying to catch fish. So why would he say fish is his favorite food? And because I thought he was gonna be like, good, go catch it or something. But like, because that's what he's supposed to do, and he's trying to like.
I mean, there may not be salmon. There may not be salmon in this.
Okay, I don't think. Still, the fish genre should not have been involved in this.
Well, this is not a salmon kind of environment, I don't think.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure this is just like more oceany kind of fish. I feel like salmon is more of a freshwater fish.
I don't fish. I don't know.
Neither do I. I don't even eat fish.
I don't really eat fish either, so. Anyway, then Bison tries to have Kant light a fire with wet matches. He struggles. He starts calling out Wilson.
Yeah.
To make the
It's from
what movie
I
is
haven't
it?
seen it, but
Me
it's
neither.
from Castaway.
Castaway, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. I just know of it.
Yeah, I know of it. I know the Wilson volleyball head or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Kant cuts his hand, and Bison gives him a lighter, and he's like, "Then why did you make me do this by hand?" And he's like, "Cause I wanted to fool you this time."
Woo! By this point, I'm sitting here going, he's genuinely gonna kill him. I see no remorse in his fucking face. Like, for half a second, I was like, it would be kind of sick if he actually did kill him.
I'll be honest, I knew I could really tell, like, I was like, this is not gonna happen. Like, he doesn't want to kill him anymore. He would not have kept him alive this long if he didn't want to.
I agree, but it would have been interesting if he did.
Honestly, I kind of want him to. Like, not to hate on Kant or anything, but like, it would have been a very like, oh shit moment where he did. Like, even if it was by accident. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it would be very interesting.
Yeah. I know if it was me and I was a hitman and this happened to me, like, they would be dead.
Yeah.
They would be dead. Yeah, because then later, he gives him, like, a fucking, like, wet nap or something for his cut or whatever. And he's like, oh, I just want you to, like, take care of yourself. Or he wants you to, like, doesn't want his blood in the fire or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I don't want blood on my food.
I'm like,
and he was like, just admit you are worried about me.
Yeah, you were worried about him. But then a guy comes over and gives Kant food after Bison leaves. And he's like, oh, here, I was the one who took you on the boat. Here's some food. Enjoy. And he's like, oh, cool, great. And this is where the guy kind of tells Kant Bison's backstory about how his parents died and all that stuff. So now he's aware of kind of like why he's in this business. Then with Fidel and Style, they are driving, but the car breaks down. And Fidel's like, you're a mechanic, fix it. And Style's like, I don't have the tools to fix it. If I did, I could, but I don't, so I can't. Like,
yes.
So then Fidel tells Style to push the car. And he's like, I'm not gonna do that. I could get heat stroke, I could die, I'm hungry. And he's like, okay, I could just kill you now. And he's like, fine, you know what? I'll push it and I'll die of exhaustion before you even get to shoot me. So, ha.
Yeah. Ha. At least my death is in my own hands, half kind of ish.
Sort of. He pushes for, I don't know how long, it doesn't look like very far. And then Fidel reaches in the back of the truck and does pull out some water. And does give it to Style. And she's like, wow, you're really well prepared. You think of everything. And Fidel's kind of like, I would be. And if you and your friend hadn't come along, my brother and I would have had our long-awaited break already.
Yeah, we'd be on a nice vacation, probably with you two, having not known that you were doing anything to us.
Yeah. But then Styles starts comparing this whole situation to a horror movie where, they broke down in the middle of the woods. Someone could come in and kill them. And Fidel's like, no, it's not. It's fine.
Yeah, me. I'll kill you.
Yeah. And Styles suggests that they go off, just two of them, and leave the car here. But Fidel's like, no, I'm not leaving my car. And so I was like, it's fine. No one's going to take it. No one's going to pass by here. We can come back for it later. And Fidel's like, if someone steals my car, not only will I kill you, I'll also take a car from your garage.
It's yours anyway.
Yeah. He's like, you know what? Take a car, take my heart, take my soul, take my body, take it all. Like you already have. Then with Kent and Bison, Bison's eating, tempts Kent with food, does not give it to him. Does the same thing with water. Dumps on his head. And Kent does apologize and he says, I'm sorry, I didn't have a choice. And Bison's like, you always had a choice, you chose to betray me.
I mean, fair, because he could have told him. He could have been like, hey, this guy has, dirt on me, and he's forcing me to watch in on you guys. So we need to come up with a plan so that I can feed him false information, because I don't want to do that to you. There, done, dusted.
Kent admitted, he was like, as I went on with my mission, I did end up falling for you for real. That is true. And Bison asks what happened. Like, what did you tell him? And he says nothing. He wanted to know who was the leader of your operation, but I never found it out.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Fair.
And then Kent starts getting all sentimental. It's like, do you remember that trip we planned? To Iceland? And Bison's like, shut up, shut up, shut up. As he points a gun at him. And he starts calling him Penguin.
Mm-hmm. Does he shoot him?
I think he shot next to him.
Because I can't tell if he, shot next to him or he imagined shooting him.
I think he shot, right next to him to, get him to stop talking. That's why I thought. But also, okay, is Penguin Bison's name, or is that the safe word? Because I thought that was a safe word, so why does he keep calling him Penguin?
I don't think he's calling him Penguin. I think he's just saying, hey, stop.
Well, okay,
safe
well,
word.
this isn't... well, that doesn't work.
I mean, it does close enough, This is a situation that he's uncomfortable in.
Well, yeah, but it's not one where, you get someone's consent. You kind of just do what you do,
Still, it's code word. It's code for stop.
But,
in any situation, that's their safe word. Code for stop.
Yeah, but it's not, I don't know.
Is that not what it is?
I mean, it is, but I'm also he's doing this to, make him remember the good old times, and he's already, he can tell he's hurting from this, and it's I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's their word, so they're using it.
Whatever. Anyway, then we start one of the weirdest plot lines of the show, where Style and Fidel come across a house.
This is where they lost me. I was, intrigued on where this was going, and I was really, really intrigued on Bison and Kant's storyline. And then I became very much more into their storyline, and I was like, what the fuck is going on in Fidel and Style's story?
I do remember that this show is technically labeled a rom-com. I feel like this is the rom-com aspect of the show.
This random episode with these random two men who also apparently are killers.
I don't know why. This is so weird.
I don't understand.
But it's it's weird, but I'm also kind of I don't know.
I don't understand, at all. I'm very confused.
Anyway, they find the house. They go inside because the door's open. Fidel's like, hello, is anyone here? One guy comes running down and hides behind Style. The other guy had the bat, chasing him. And Fidel pointed a gun at them to stop them. Then they tie them both up, and their names are Popcorn and Jimmy.
Is this technically a GMMTV cameo? Because the guy was in Together, and he's been in a lot of other shows since. The Jimmy guy.
No, because that's just like being part of it. Because that's like, I mean, this is a GMMTV show. Like, it's like, I'm expecting like a mix from Only Friends moment where like it walks and it's this big dramatic moment where it's like, oh, this is meant to be a big like cameo moment. Anyway, Popcorn's freaking out, thinks that those two are Jimmy's other lovers or whatever, and being, crying, freaking out about it. And Jimmy's just like, oh, they all meant nothing to me, it's fine. And he's like, no, you suck, you deserve to die. And Fidel's like, I got that covered. And threatens to shoot him, and he's like, wait, no, not really. I didn't really mean that.
Wait.
I'm just being dramatic.
Yes.
But Jimmy says, kill me.
Oh
He's
my
like,
God.
he's like, I hurt him. I'm sorry. I'm glad I got to know him. And now I'm willing to take the bullet.
Now, I know they're not faking their relationship because they do kind of cuddle when they're tied up later.
Yeah.
But, like, are they faking this storyline?
I have no idea what the fuck these two are.
I don't know either. I think, like, I was just like, oh, damn, this is kind of crazy. And then they really lost me when they, like, he helped them get married. And then I was like, why are we focusing on these two random guys? I did like the little moment we see later with Fidel smiling at him, like, oh, this is kind of cute. I was like, okay, I kind of see where we're going. And then after that, just completely.
As weird as this was with these two, I really like the Fidel style stuff we got in these moments.
Yeah.
Because there were a lot of sweet like moments, and obviously Fidel is paralleling their relation with his own, with style, and with the betrayal aspect.
The problem is, I feel like we could have like, I see that they're doing kind of like leap year style of thing. Like, have you ever seen the movie Leap Year?
No.
Okay, this girl plans to propose to her boyfriend on Leap Day because it's an Irish tradition that the girl proposes to a guy on Leap Day. So she's flying to Ireland, but she can't get all the way to Dublin like she wanted to. They have to make an early landing. She ends up in this tiny little Irish village. So she hires this guy to help her get to Dublin. And along the way, she falls in love with this guy, but they go through a lot of shit. They're like doing a lot of walking. They happen upon this like random ass wedding where they were like, hey, you know what? Join us anyway. It's fine. Sorry. And they go to this random wedding. They do a lot of random shit along the way, but they make this whole ass journey just like trying to get to this one place, and they fall in love along the way. That's what these random people getting married and then these two watching them kind of gave me. So I was like, I feel like they could have done a better version of this where it was kind of like Leap Year-esque, where like we don't really see much of the story of the people getting married, but like we do see the reactions and how it affects Style and Fidel. And then we could have seen more of the journey along the way throughout this episode, but focusing more on these two as people rather than other random people's storylines. Who apparently don't have the real storylines that they say they do anyway. Like, I feel like I love that better.
I'm wondering if because they're so isolated from everyone else, because they literally are in a house in the middle of the woods with no one around. I'm wondering if they just went crazy.
Well, apparently he's like, well, maybe. Because, like, if they, like, lied, if they didn't lie and he cheated, then no, because apparently he's, like, socially interested enough to go off and cheat on him with two other people. Or they could be crazy enough that they're role-playing this. And when they broke in to see them, they were like, you know, having this random fight with each other about literally nothing that happened, but a story that they made up because they're crazy. I don't know. But, like, I'm confused as to why they're here and to why they tried to kill them.
I'm wondering if the next episode will pick up where we kind of learn more about them and like before they leave, or if we're just gonna see Fidel and Sal already had left, and
are we never gonna fucking see them again?
And honestly, either way, I'd be fine with it because like I feel like this was just meant to help Fidel and Sal's storyline and make that, which it did, despite how weird these two are. But
yeah, I feel like I didn't need these two to aid the storyline. Like, I know it did aid the storyline, but I feel like I didn't need these two to do so. I feel like we could have gotten more storyline between the two of them without these guys. You know?
Yeah.
Like, with Bison and Kant, we just got the two of them, and that's fucking it.
Yeah, but also, it makes more sense that Bison forgave Kant easily than Fidel forgave Style, because Bison's like a fucking, like, sappy romantic person where, like, him forgiving Kant didn't surprise me this episode. It made sense to me because he is that kind of person. Where Fidel, we saw how long it took him for Sal to win him over in the first place, and now that there's betrayal from him, we know it's gonna be harder too, and that's why I like that he didn't forgive him in this episode.
I knew he wouldn't. Yeah, I knew he wouldn't forgive him in this episode. But it still would have made sense to just see the two of them on their own. Like, without too much, like, outside force. Just talking to each other.
Yeah.
And, like, style pushing a little more. And just him being, like, just more in character development as just them, rather than these random-ass people being like, oh, but love. Like...
Yeah. Yeah, though I do think it was, again, for Fidel to see the parallel between their relationship and his own, where, like, you know, there's betrayal in their relationship, and he sees that they end up forgiving each other and make up and get married, and Fidel kind of sees that and is like, okay, maybe it is okay to forgive someone who betrays you, and it is possible to be happy, and, like, all that stuff.
Side note, we still don't know who the motherfucking guy is that he was dancing with in the past. I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, I still think it's the ex-boyfriend. Well, I don't know when he'll show up.
Okay, like it's fucking what, 3-4 episodes left?
I mean, well, okay, we're assuming he's dead, and we're assuming just Fidel's gonna talk about him and be like, yeah, no, I did have a serious relation once or something, and then, or maybe the mother will bring it up, be like, oh, do you remember what happened to what's his face? And, like, as a way to, like, use leverage to bring them back.
Maybe.
Or at least Fidel. Anyway, then they're getting married.
I was like, what?
Because I guess Styles ordained.
I know, like, I was like, wait. Are you ordained? Like, what is happening here?
I don't know.
It was like, maybe it's like, they're already married, maybe? Because he said, you ruined our wedding, so maybe, like, they had a wedding, but, like, he ruined it and made it, like, bad or something, and then he's, like, kind of redoing the wedding, but they did not the legal part of it.
See, I thought that they mentioned that they did have a wedding, but he ruined it. I'm wondering if they never went through with it. Maybe the wedding got canceled because he ruined it.
Maybe. But then they're not actually married.
They're fucking crazy. I don't know. They live alone, they're crazy, they try to kill people who comes into their house. I don't know. I feel like we need to stop thinking too much about them and just move on.
Yeah.
Anyway, they get married. Fidel watches and he's, like, smiling, and Styles knows that. And he's like, look at that.
Yeah, I really like the little smile we get from Fidel.
Yeah.
I really like it. It's because we don't see him smile a lot.
Mm.
And this was really nice. Kind of an insight to, like, he is a little mushy. You just got to get really deep down there.
Yeah. Then, with Mother and Keen.
Uh-oh.
Keen says that the people who hired them to kill Rurat wants a refund.
Which we now know, okay, so it wasn't her just being like, guys, this is the guy that killed your parents. Someone hired her to get some hitmen to kill this guy.
Which is obviously, and I feel like we speculated that.
Yeah, on some level we all knew that it wasn't because he killed their parents, but we were trying to figure out more of a motive. So there's someone else out there, apparently, that wants this guy dead. Are we ever going to find out who? Or are we just going to be like, oh, this is a kind of like a contextual thing to show that Mother lied to them?
I think it's more contextual. I think it's because it's kind of just, again, it's just to show that Mother lied, and she didn't really give a shit that they're like, oh, they're the ones who killed your parents, you should avenge them. It's more just like, hey, I need you to do this, and I know you don't want to, so I'm going to tell you that they killed your parents to make you want to do it.
How did she just, like, have someone sneak into his office to plant that evidence to make them think that it was that he was?
I'm still not sure if he even did it.
I mean, to be fair, he could be like involved.
He could be. I still secretly think that Mother killed their parents.
Oh, 100%. I think that.
I don't know. We got 4 episodes left with the whole Mother stuff, so I'm very curious to.
I doubt we're gonna, like, input another, like, giant storyline where we find out more about Ruat's, like, business practices and that he actually is the one that killed. Like, I think it's gonna be Mother, 100%.
Yeah.
She needed Hitman to grow.
Yeah, and Keen does drop the bomb on her that they both have boyfriends, and she's like, wait, they do?
I thought she knew. I thought she was, like, eyeing them, and she totally knew, kind of like.
I'm wondering if she knew if one. I think she maybe knew that that Bison did, but she's like, they do, both of them? Like, so I don't think she knew Fidel did, because she wouldn't expect him to after she already killed the other guy.
Oh, okay, we're zeroing in.
Yes. And so now she's like, wait, Fidel, like, really like Fidel also? Like, that didn't make sense.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, so that's why they want to quit. They want to abandon their mother. They become self-centered.
This really puts the, like, idea into place that, like, every time one of her people gets a boyfriend, she doesn't go, oh, yay! She goes, like, oh, don't leave me for him, you know? Like, don't abandon what we have here. Like, it's very much like, you know, she's gonna get that whole abandonment thing, and she just ends up killing the people that her people love, so.
I mean, it tracks.
Oh dear.
But then she does tell Keen, she's like, you are my only hope now. Like, you need to get
And
this
the
done
Switch
for me.
Media is like, really?
Well, he's finally getting his time to shine. He's happy about
He
this.
is.
Like, I'm worried because Keen's always been kind of a wild card.
Yeah, and she says, you can take care of them yourself, or you can hire someone to do it. It's your choice. And I'm like, oh no, he's gonna take it into his own hands. He's excited.
Yeah, I found that funny because she pretty much says, I have no faith in you, so if you want to hire someone else, go ahead. But I'm just like, damn, she has no faith in this guy.
True. Oh my gosh.
Back with Kent and Bison. Kent quickly gets out of his rope, takes a giant log, and seems like he's gonna knock out Bison, but Bison's like, just do it and leave. I don't really care.
Yeah. He's like, okay, well now I'm not gonna, because I'm worried about you if you're suddenly changing your tune this fast.
Yeah. So he sits down next to him and they talk. And he's like, okay. Like, Bison's like, what, do you think I can kill you? Because I can.
I can do it. My gun is right here.
But he can't.
He can't.
Like, Bison.
He can't. But
I hate that. I hate that. And Kane actually takes the gun and, like, points it at his heart, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of telling him to do this. And he does say, like, if you want to kill me, like, you can do it. And Ken starts talking about why he did this. He's like, I deserve it. If you want to kill me, my job was to fool you. But in the end, I only fooled myself. Because when I was hanging out with you, it wasn't real happiness, even though I wanted it to be. And says that betraying him was the worst thing he ever done. And then Bison starts crying.
Dude, give Cowtongue all the fucking awards. He is so good at crying.
Yeah.
Like, the way his face just slowly transforms and he just starts bawling, I was like, oh, I'm gonna cry. Go Cowtongue, for real.
Yeah, he's like, don't fool me again. And he's like, I'm not. And they kiss and they hug and they kind of make up on the beach.
Aww.
Then back at the crazy house, they're having dinner. And I think Popcorn's talking about how Jimmy made all this food. Like, he's really good at cooking. And Style's like, yeah, my boyfriend's good too. He makes good burgers, right?
He makes good burgers.
Yeah. And so they kind of talk, Popcorn and Jimmy explain how they met and stuff. And I guess Popcorn kind of gave up his old life to move here for Jimmy. And Fidel's like, oh, so he did all that for you? And you still cheated on him?
I was like, careful, bro. They just got married. Chill.
I mean, he doesn't give a shit.
No, he doesn't.
And he does say, like, he's like, yeah, I did. Like, I messed up. I'm human and I made a mistake.
Yeah. But I came home in the end.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you made a mistake, but it was like a pretty fucking big one. Unless he fucking didn't. Unless this is all just a lie. I mean, I can't really, like, speak on this so well enough because I don't fully believe if I don't know if it's true. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know if this is true at all.
But then he says, like, yeah, no, in the end, it all worked out. Because it's normal, what couples do, They bicker, they fight, and then they bone.
Yeah, he's like, so we bickered, we fight, and now we get the bone. And I'm like, okay, let's, like, give it a second. You have guests.
And I love how Sal immediately turns to Vidal and he's like, ah. Like,
Do we vote now? We
yeah.
bickered and fought. Next step.
It's so good. Then they start dancing. I guess it's their wedding song or whatever.
Is it? I don't believe anything now.
Whatever. For sake of discussion, it is. And Styles watching, and you're like, hey, they're cute, just like us. And he's like, do you listen to the song? You know, it's kind of said, like, you know, just look over everything that's trivial. And, like, you know. And Fidel's like, what you did to me was not trivial.
That's not fucking trivial, bro.
Yeah.
It's a little more trivial than what Kant did, because he's not as, you know, at fault here. But
Yeah, he's
still
not.
betrayal.
It was still. Was it? I've been sitting on this. And a lot of people are always like, oh, poor Fidel, poor Bison, all this stuff. But they are hitmen. And also, not only are they hitmen, they never told Stahl or Kant that they were. They were also lying. There was also a level of betrayal there too.
Yeah.
And like Kant knew going into this, so Kant, you know, also had that betrayal level. Stahl didn't. There was no real betrayal on Stahl until he found out afterwards. But that was already too late. And Fidel was already lying to him first. So is there betrayal on Styles then? Or is it more on Fidel?
There's betrayal on fucking everyone's end. I
That's a
think
good point.
everyone has betrayed each other at some point or another. Okay.
I wish we put betrayal on the bingo board, because that we would cross it off so many times it would just be a
We would
colored
have
in
crossed
square.
it off like 50 times. Why didn't we put that on the fucking bingo board? We should have. We were so dumb when we did our Jokers. We should have taken GMMTV cameo off, or like we should have, instead of changing it to that, changed it to fucking betrayal, because that's just.
We already had
way
betrayal
better.
though when we did that.
Oh, we did.
We did, so we couldn't.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I should have thought of this Joker idea earlier.
Yeah. But then Stal and Fidel start dancing as well. And Stal does say, like, look, I know what I did, it wasn't trivial. I know that. But I'm still trying, and I'm going to keep trying to do anything to make it up to you and to get you to forgive me. And then they had their own little slow dance moment. I really liked this, it was very cute. But then, it gets ruined by these two fuckers grabbing, like, vases or something.
Dude, you know those videos of like, oops, I shouldn't have skipped this cutscene. Have you ever seen those? Where like people are playing a video game and they click skip cutscene
Yeah.
and then there's fucking carnage happening.
I feel like, oh,
I
no.
sometimes when I think the next scene is coming and it's just like really quiet and slow, to speed up time, I'll just like skip through like a dance or something, or I'll skip through the makeout or something like that. If I think it's just the end of the scene, I went forward 10 seconds and suddenly a gun was pointed, a vase was broken. I was like, what the fuck happened? I went back immediately.
See, because I can't do that, so I'm watching them,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, oh, they're cute. And I'm like enjoying their dance, because I was really into that. I just thought it was very sweet, very cute. And then all of a sudden, like, he reaches for a vase, and I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, and for a brief moment, I was like, wait, is this like one of those Greek weddings where they break like glass or something? but then the other guy starts grabbing something, and I'm like, wait, oh no, what's going on? And then watching it all play out, we're like, oh.
It's like, hello? What's going on? What is going on? I don't even know.
We still don't know, but they end up
I don't
tied
think
up.
we'll never know.
And Fidel's like, you trust people too easily. And he's like, I'm a romantic, what can I say?
Yeah. Are they just tied there while they go upstairs to take a bath?
I guess so. I mean, they're tied up, but they can't really get out.
I mean, can they? I don't fucking know. Are these guys master criminals hiding out here? I don't know.
I don't know. But anyway, back with Ken and Bison. They are kissing on a swing.
And you can tell because while you don't see them kissing, the second it cuts, you can hear it.
I heard that. I was like, what is that noise?
You can fucking hear it!
Because I'm like, wait. Because I didn't think it was kissing. I forgot what I thought it was. But I thought it was like some like weird like frog sound or something.
Oh my god.
I thought it was something so random. I was like, what is that noise? And then I see it. I'm like, oh, duh.
That's what that noise is.
And so they start talking about their future. And Bison's like, yeah, no, Fidel might stay at the burger place. I won't. Which means we'll probably have to say goodbye. And, being Hitman, you gotta keep moving. I'll always be on the run. And Ken's like, oh, but I'll be there with you. And he's like, oh, well, what about baby? And he's like, well, once he graduates, he's on his own, so, like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Then it's all for us. Like, we can do whatever we
Yeah.
want.
So then, back at the crazy house, Fidel is in the bathtub, and Sal decides to get in with him. And he says that he's glad that Fidel didn't kill those guys, because it showed that he is decent at his core.
Another fucking close one on the bingo board, can I just say? Because we have bathtub sex on here.
Yeah, I feel like this was the opportunity for the bathtub sex. And again, Sal tries. Sal is trying for everything. He is trying to get us bingo, like, so hard.
He knows we want bingo, and he's doing his best, but Fidel is just not biting.
And then he asks, like, why are you a hitman? And Fidel's just like, someone hires me, I do it, that's it. And Sal's like, I don't think you do it just for the money. Like, you're not that kind of person. And Fidel's like, you don't know anything about me.
I guess I do.
Yeah, he's like, I might not know your past, but I know who you are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you. I don't know the details of everything that's happened in your life, but I know you.
Yeah.
What you would do.
And he does encourage him to quit. And he's like, because otherwise you're just going to keep doing it over and over again. And Fidel's kind of like, look, I don't want to hear this. And Styles like, look, I just think that there's no one out there who wants the best for you more than I do.
Yeah.
Which I buy that.
I 100%, yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't really want what's best for him. And then starts squeezing his nipples with his foot.
AI is incredible. It can teach you how to fry an egg and even write a poem, pirate style. Yarr! But it knows nothing about your work. Slackbot is different. It doesn't just know the facts. It knows your schedule. It can turn a brainstorm into a brief. And it doesn't need to be taught. Because Slackbot isn't just another AI. It's AI that knows your work as well as you do. Visit slack.com/meet Slackbot to learn more.
Says something so romantic and then just does the most random dirty thing you could think of.
But that's so Style. Like, that is Style.
That's very Style, yeah.
And Styles like, I deserve to die. I'm a bad person. I betrayed you. And Styles like, don't flatter yourself. I never fell for you. And Styles like, you might be good at a lot of things. Cooking, being a hitman, shooting, knives, all that stuff. But you are a terrible liar.
You can't lie.
So then he starts kissing his hand and works his way up. But Fidel turns away.
Man, we're trying to get bingo.
Styles working so hard.
Does he not realize that if we got bathtub sex and car sex, we would only need another 1 square for bingo? That's so many things we could have had that have 1 square for bingo. Actually, no, that's the only thing.
Damn.
But multiple of these were also close calls for 1 square of bingo. Because if we got choking, we could have had another 1 square for bingo. We're so close.
So close. But then Style does say after he gets rejected, he's like, as long as I'm alive, I will make you kiss me again. And Fidel's just like, whatever, not buying it. But then he notices a painting of the beach. And he starts getting flashbacks to when Ken mentioned that they should run away to his parents' beach house. And he's like, I know where they are.
Ah, I finally know where they are. Now,
Yes.
question.
Answer,
Will
maybe.
he get there? No, not answer.
Oh.
Theory.
Oh.
Will he... Theory question. Will he get... Hypotheses. Will he get there
Okay.
before maybe Keen? Because Keen will have the information from Mother about where their old houses are. So maybe they could be known hiding spots. So maybe Keen, if he knows they've disappeared, will grab that information and go find them. Will they all kind of converge on that house?
I feel like I feel like the 4 of them are gonna meet at the beach. It's gonna be awkward, gonna be tension, especially, with Fidel and everyone else, pretty much. And then Keen will show up afterwards. Like maybe like towards the end, and it's like they'll either have this big blowout or like it'll be a cliffhanger or like whatever. But like I definitely see Keen getting there, but I feel like the 4 of them need to regroup first. And be like, hey, so here's what happened. And then fill them all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. They'll be like, okay, so where to next? And then Keen will be like,
Hell.
help!
So who was your MVP for this episode?
Alright, okay.
I got 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Style. Yeah.
He was trying to get us bingo. God love him.
He was, but also the fact that like we got to see his more vulnerable side in the car when he was crying, talking about his dad and stuff.
Yeah.
We got to show that side, and also the fact that he's still trying to make it up to Fidel.
Yeah.
Like, he is still trying so hard to make it up to him. Like, even though he's being flirty and goofy and silly, but he is genuinely trying to like make it up to him and make it right with him. And I do really like respect him for that.
Completely agree. He's doing his darndest.
Mm.
He's not giving up.
No.
And question,
Answer, maybe.
what episode was this?
8.
Okay, if it was episode 9, I would have had the perfect like storyline of how this would go down, kind of, because if it was 9, then they'd have the next episode be kind of like fluff as they all regrouped, and then Keen would show up, and at the end he would point his gun at the camera, shoot, and then it would cut to black, and then episode 11 would be like someone whoever in the hospital was like cliffhanged as dead. Like, we wouldn't see who it was at the end of episode 10, and then the next person in episode 11, the person in episode 10 who got shot, episode 11, will be them in a hospital bed, hopefully, first. But like, that would have been fucking good. That would be so sick if he just points the gun at the camera, shoots, and it cuts to black in any of these fucking episodes. And
That
we
would
just
be
don't know
really
who got
cool.
shot. That would be sick as fuck. Please do that, GMM.
That'd be a great cliffhanger.
That'd be awesome, cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Speaking of the wonderful bingo board here, first is not in a hospital bed yet, and we also had 3-ish chances of getting bingo. We had bathtub sex, but no. Car sex, no. And makeup sex, which you refused to let me have. So
Because here's the thing, we don't actually know if they had sex.
they could have gotten there.
They could have, but we wouldn't. But we need to see it. Like, we need to because they could not have. We don't know. Like, maybe Bison's not ready to have sex with him again. Like, it could be like you burn me once, he's not. Like, we don't know.
I know I was looking for a long style plot twist, but with the random 2 guys in the farmhouse being bad guys, a good plot twist.
No, that was just. That had nothing to do with the overall story to be a plot. Like, plot twist has to do with like some sort of overall story. This was just a random. I don't know.
I would feel upset with myself if I marked that off as plot twist, because I
Yeah,
didn't
so don't do
understand
that.
this entire thing. So yeah, we don't get anything.
Unless they were actually like FBI agents thinking that they were like enemies or something, or some weird, or they're working for Mother or something. Like,
If they were working for Mother, I would have allowed that.
that like, yeah. If we find out more, honestly, I'm pretty sure next episode is gonna pick up with Fidel and Sal driving and like having already left.
But we're
We'll
never
see
gonna
them
know who
again.
these random guys are. Yeah, no idea.
Yeah. Next episode will probably be Fidel and Styles' makeup episode. This was Ken and Bison's. And next episode will probably be Fidel and Styles. And they'll probably bond more. They'll probably get to the beach. They'll probably make up, hopefully. And then the next 10, 11, 12 episode are probably going to be them dealing with Mother and Keen and learning more about that stuff. And we're kind of getting more back on the plot. The
Maybe
non-romance
get
plot.
Some sort of bingo mark off, because we got nothing.
If Fidel and Styles make up, they could definitely do makeup sex because Styles has been so
please.
thirsty. Like he would take any advantage he could get.
Anything.
It could be in another bathtub. It could be in a car. You know, we could try like
Please.
do a
Please
2-for-1
stop.
deal.
It could be in the shower. It could be in a
It could be-
pool.
It could be a sauna
It could be a sauna.
on the beach for some reason.
But yeah, pool on the beach is also equally weird. The
Yeah.
ocean is right fucking there.
Oh.
Ocean
They-
sex!
They're totally gonna do it in the ocean, and we're not gonna have ocean sex. That's my prediction. Oh fuck. That's so gonna happen.
Please, we need ocean sex. Damn.
Wait, is there a sex montage on the bingo board?
Yeah.
A makeup sex montage?
I mean, great, but like, if we do get that, the other ones in the row haven't been marked off, and only one in the column has been marked off, so it doesn't really help that much. But
Damn.
okay.
Anyway, that was our recap of The Heart Killers, episode 8, Join us next week. We're words are not coming out of my mouth. Join us next week where we will be recapping episode 9 of The Heart Killers.
Yes.
Yes. So we will see you all then.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.